My name is Tanner Sullivan. I own a marketing agency where I help local businesses grow. And the first business I helped grew by 24% in 90 days. Now I'm helping more people and other agency owners do the same, all for free. And then there's some other like paid things people can opt into later. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about how we can use the success of others to propel ourselves and inspire ourselves to move forward. And I want you to think about any time that you've seen someone online, and a lot of us are online a lot, especially growing up. And if you're in middle school or high school or in college or early adulthood, we can see a lot of other people's success, and a feeling kind of emerges out of your mind. Man, they're 20 something years old and they're really just killing it. Like you look at people like Kai Cenat and Alex Hormozy and people in their crafts that are just doing amazing work. And some people may look at other people's success and be like, man, they're just lucky, or they just make excuses to why they're successful. And any famous person, maybe they have a crazy big audience, or maybe they're super talented in singing, or maybe just think of anyone that you could admire in some way that would make you feel potentially like bad about yourself. Try and reframe that thought process to they're human and I can do that too in whatever area I want to do that in. And for me, that's helped a lot because it just shows that it's possible, rather than like here's an example. You could use waves on like a beach, for example, to push you down further under, and it just keeps you cemented down and it makes you feel bad. Or you could use those waves as a tidal wave and as a push for yourself to achieve what you want to achieve. And that could be athletic endeavors, that could be business endeavors, that could be skill acquisition, whatever it is. But I think I have a fundamental belief that you can achieve what you want to if you put the time in. And there's a saying that over watching people for the past few years online about like how to be successful or stuff like that, it's unreasonable. This is a quote that I found. It's unreasonable to think that if you put enough time and effort, honest effort and improvement towards a specific goal, if you put enough time towards those inputs, that you would not reap the outputs relative to that input. And it's just true. Like, as an example or an analogy, if you were to do piano for an hour a day, if I were to tell you I'm going to do piano for an hour a day for a year, could I play a song? You would tell me, yeah, for sure you'd be able to play a song. And people can wrap their brains around that. But when you say, if I study business for a year, could I make $10,000 or something, or $5,000 a month or whatever? People would be like, nah, it's probably not going to happen. Just stay with what you're already doing. And the same thing's true for learning a language. Like if you practice for an hour a day for a year, could you speak the language? Probably. And I don't know, to me that just gives me peace, and it just reminds me that everyone's human. Whatever goal that you want to achieve within reason, like if you want to be in the NBA, you're going to have to be exceptional unless you have like pretty good height and some genetics to help you too. Yeah, like that's just one thing I thought about, and try to use the success of others as a force, wind at your back, and don't let it be wind holding you back, And I hope that's kind of helpful, and it's helpful for me. And I'm just making this because I wish I could have heard this. And the last thing I'll say on this topic of like using others' success to propel you forward, and also knowing that it's unreasonable that you won't find success if you put in the right inputs. The other thing that I'll say is, on top of all of that, also don't be so caught up on the outcome. Orient yourself to a North Star to achieve progress towards something, and that will relieve a lot of the anxiety. Because if you could look at the end of your day and that you've improved even 1%, the anxiety goes away. If the improvement is the goal and not the outcome, you're going to be way better off. So just focus on, if you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I've improved at X, Y, and Z at what I intended to, or I've at least put time, I've done the inputs, and you know that you're making some progress, you need to go to bed at peace that night and not beat yourself up, and that to me is like a helpful frame of mind to succeed at whatever goal that you're looking for. Um, yeah, like if that's anything I could message my younger self, given I'm 23 now, but even if I could go back and tell myself at 19 or 20 that that would be a mindset shift that I would wish I would have done earlier. So yeah, we hope that was useful, and I hope that helps with your path. So thank you for watching.